No more waiting, no more tomorrow, no more maybe later. The time is now, the fire is lit, the decision is made. Let's get it. You woke up today with breath in your lungs and fire in your chest. That's not luck, that's a gift, that's a chance to do something most people will never do. So stop scrolling, stop hesitating, stop making excuses. The clock is ticking, every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Today is not a dress rehearsal, today is the main event. Let's get it. The body wants comfort, the mind wants distraction. The old you wants to stay the same. Tell them all, not today. Put on your shoes, hit the floor, do the push-ups, do the pull-ups, do the work, even when you don't feel like it, because feelings are temporary, discipline is permanent. The version of you that shows up when it's hard is the version that wins. Let's get it. One rep, one step, one decision at a time. Let's get it. The world is waiting for the man who refuses to stay average. Turn sweat into strength, pain into power, effort into legacy. Let's get it, bro. They said you couldn't, they said you wouldn't. They said you quit like you always do. Prove them wrong, not with words, with action, with consistency, with the quiet grind. When no one is watching, every rep you do is a middle finger to every doubt they planted in you. Every early morning is a victory over the old version who wanted to stay asleep. Every time you push when you want to stop, that's how legends are built. This is not motivation, this is war. War against mediocrity, war against excuses, war against the version of you that settles for good enough. You don't train to look good, you train to become unstoppable. You don't work hard for likes, you work hard for the man you'll see in the mirror when no one else is around. You don't chase easy, you chase excellence, because easy never changed anything. Excellence changes everything. So when the alarm goes off tomorrow, when the body feels heavy, when the mind tries to bargain, remember this: you are not here to live a small life. You are here to build something that outlives you. You are here to become the kind of man your future self will thank. You are here to prove that one person with unbreakable will can change everything. Let's get it. One rep, one step, one decision at a time. Let's get it. The world is waiting for the man who refuses to stay average. Let's get it. Turn sweat into strength, pain into power, effort into legacy. Let's get it, bro. Stop thinking, stop waiting. Stand up, breathe deep, feel the fire, then move. Train, work, create. Give everything you've got to this day, because today is not just another day. Today is the day you stop negotiating with fear and weakness. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. One rep, one step, one decision at a time. Let's get it. The world is waiting for the man who refuses to stay average. Let's get it. Turn sweat into strength, pain into power, effort into legacy. Let's get it, bro. Stop thinking, stop waiting. Stand up, breathe deep, feel the fire, then move. Train, work, create. Give everything you've got to this day, because today is not just another day. Today is the day you stop negotiating with fear and weakness. Let's get it, bro.
You've been sleeping long enough. The world told you to stay quiet, stay small, stay comfortable, but something inside you never believed it. There's something is waking up now. It's time, no more waiting, no more pretending. This is your awakening.
You were born with fire in your veins, but they taught you to keep it hidden. They taught you to smile when you wanted to roar, to stay seated when you wanted to stand, to say I'm fine when your soul was screaming. They told you dreams were for children, that real life meant settling, that wanting more was dangerous. You listened for a while, you played small, you dimmed your light, but the fire never went out, it was only waiting. for you to remember who you really are. Now the awakening begins, you feel it in your chest, that ancient pull, that quiet rebellion, that voice saying you were not born to live like this. You feel it when you wake up and the old excuses no longer feel true. You feel it when you look in the mirror and finally see not your failures, not your scars, but the warrior who survived them all. You feel it when you say no to anything that asks you to shrink.
Awaken.
The time for sleeping is over.
Awaken.
The fire inside you is ready to burn brighter. You were never meant to live small, you were born to shake the ground.
Awaken.
No more change, no more fear, no more waiting. Awaken, this is your moment, this is your life, this is your call. Rise up, the world needs the real you. Awakening isn't gentle, it shakes you. It challenges everything you thought was true. It forces you to look at your life and ask the hard questions. Am I really living or just existing? Am I building something meaningful or just passing time? Am I honoring the fire inside me, or slowly letting it die? The awakening doesn't give you comfort, it gives you clarity. And with that clarity comes the courage to change everything. You are not your past mistakes, you are not your pain. You are not the limits other people placed on you. You are the potential that's been waiting to be unleashed. You are the dream that refused to die. You are the light that darkness could never full extinguish. You are the warrior who was always meant to rise. The awakening is simply you finally remembering all of this. So today, you stop waiting, you stop doubting, you stop playing small. Today, you stand up, look fear in the eye and say, I am ready, I am worthy. Today, you choose to live like the masterpiece you were born to be. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Awaken. The time for sleeping is over. Awaken. The fire inside you is ready to burn brighter. Awaken. You were never meant to live small, you were born to shake the ground. Awaken. Awaken. No more change, no more fear, no more waiting. Awaken. This is your moment, this is your life, this is your call. Rise up, rise up. The world needs the real you. The awakening is not loud at first. It starts as a whisper, a feeling, a knowing. Listen to it, trust it, follow it, because the moment you fully awaken is the moment your life stops being ordinary and starts becoming legendary.
I am not what happened to me. I am not what they called me. I am not what I used to be. I am what I choose to become. Every single day I am.
I am the fire that refused to die when the world tried to drown it. I am the voice that kept speaking when everyone told it to be quiet. I am the dream that kept breathing even when reality tried to bury it. I am the strength that was forged in every tear, every fall, every silent night when no one saw me fight.
I am not my scars.
I am the warrior who survived them.
I am not my scars.
I am the man who learned to love himself when no one else would. I am the one who chose discipline when comfort called louder. I am the one who chose truth when lies were easier. I am the one who chose growth when staying the same felt safer. I am not my past mistakes, I am the wisdom that rose from them. I am not my failures, I am the comeback that proves nothing can keep me down.
I am the storm and the calm after it. I am the fire and the phoenix that rises from it. I am the light that refuses to be dim. I am the will that refuses to be broken. I am powerful, I am worthy, I am exactly who I was born to be. And no one, nothing, no circumstance can never take that away from me. Away from me.
I am the decision to rise when everything says stay down.
I am the courage.
I am the courage to speak when silence feels safer.
I am the love I give myself when the world gives me none.
I am the standard I set when others settle for less. I am the future I'm building with every choice, every rep, every refusal to be average. I am not defined by what I've been through. I am defined by what I'm becoming. I am not limited by my starting point. I am expanded by my daily commitment. I am not my circumstances. I am the force that shapes them. I am not waiting for the world to believe in me. I believe in myself
So fiercely that the world has no choice but to catch up.
I am the man who chooses excellence when mediocrity is easier. I am the man who chooses truth when lies are more comfortable. I am the man who chooses growth when staying the same feels safer. I am the man who chooses love when hate feels justified. I am the man who chooses to rise every single time life tries to knock me down. I am unstoppable because I decided to be.
I am the storm and the calm after it. I am the fire and the phoenix that rises from it. I am the light that refuses to be dim. I am the will that refuses to be broken. I am powerful, I am worthy, I am exactly who I was born to be. No one, nothing, no circumstance can never take that away from me. Away from me. When doubt knocks, when fear whispers, when the world tries to tell you who you are, look it straight in the eye and declare, I am strong, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am exactly who I was born to be. Say it, own it, live it, because the moment you truly know, I am. The world has no choice but to adjust to the man you've become.
Light and darkness do not coexist peacefully. They wage war, relentless, savage. Every single second of your existence is a battlefield where one force tries to claim your soul and the other refuses to surrender it. Darkness doesn't seek your destruction, it seeks your surrender. It wants you to lower your gaze, dim your fire, accept the gray as normal. Light doesn't seek your comfort, it seeks your awakening. It demands you lift your eyes, burn brighter, refuse the gray as unacceptable. This is not a gentle awakening, this is war. And you were forged in the heart of that war with the only weapon darkness can never defeat. The unbreakable decision to shine, no matter how violently the night tries to swallow you. You felt this war since you were small, a constant inner clash between the call to something vast and radiant and the heavy drag of a world addicted to dullness. They constructed entire cultures on dimness and named it maturity. They marketed exhaustion and named it hustle. They turned forgetting your own brilliance into a survival strategy and named it adulthood. But something in you refused to forget. The light kept burning quietly in your core, even when they tried to bury it under schedules and the shame and to grow up and accept reality. Darkness plays the long game, it doesn't need to extinguish you in one blow. It only needs you to stop resisting long enough for the shadows to feel like home. Every time you choose comfort over creation, every time you say later when your soul screams now, every time you can try to avoid standing out. Darkness gains territory, but light doesn't negotiate territory. Light reclaims it, one conscious breath at a time, one courageous act at a time, one refusal to conceal your own radiance at a time. I bring the light, not because it's kind, because it's merciless to everything that survives on shadow. I bring the light, not because it's easy, because it incinerates every illusion that ever felt safe. I bring the light, not for recognition, not for acceptance, not for anyone else. I bring it because the world forgot its own brilliance. And I remember, I bring the light and nothing can remain concealed anymore. The light bringer doesn't wait for darkness to retreat, he advances in darkness. Retreats, he doesn't request the shadows to fade, he makes them fade by existing at maximum intensity. The light bringer doesn't debate with night, he concludes it not with violence but with presence so absolute. Darkness has no space left to occupy. You carry light into spaces that prefer to remain dim. You carry light into discussions that prefer comfortable lies. You carry light into choices that prefer easy compromises. You carry light into your own fears when they attempt to convince you you're powerless. You carry light, not as a favor, favor to the world, but it's defiance against a world that attempts to dictate what you're allowed to become. The conflict between light and darkness is never distant. It unfolds right now in your next breath, in your next decision, in your next refusal to conceal yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. Every time you choose truth over silence, courage over ease, expansion over safety, you claim a victory in the eternal conflict. Every time you refuse to forget your own radiance, you remind the entire cosmos that light never truly vanishes. It only waits for someone courageous enough to stop concealing their own brilliant.
I bring the light,
Not because it's gentle, because it's merciless to anything that thrives in the dark.
I bring the light,
Not because it's comfortable, because it burns every lie that ever tried to feel true.
I bring the light,
Not for applause, not for permission, not for anyone else. I bring it because the world forgot how bright it could be. And I remember, I bring the light and nothing can stay hidden anymore. So if the darkness feels overwhelming today, if the noise feels deafening, if the weight feels crushing perfect, that means you're standing exactly where the light is most needed, right here, right now. Breathe. Feel the spark that's always been inside you. Feel the warmth that never left. Feel the truth that never died. Then step forward, not to convince, not to prove, just to be the light that was always destined to arrive. In this exact moment, you're not bringing light to a dark world. You're reminding the world it was never truly dark. It just forgot, reminded with every breath, with every choice, with every refusal to dim yourself for anyone. The darkness isn't winning. It's just waiting to be illuminated by someone brave enough to stop hiding their own radiance. You're that someone. You're that someone. They said it would be hard. They said it would hurt. They said I'd break, I'd quit, I'd never make it. I looked at the path, I looked at the pain, I looked at the doubt, then I looked at myself and said, so be it. Bring the heart, bring the hurt, bring the breaking. I accept it all and I'll keep moving through it till the only thing left is the man who refused to be stopped. Let the mornings be cold, so be it. I'll rise colder, let the reps burn, so be it. I'll burn harder, let the body scream, so be it. I'll answer with silence and one more rep, let the mind whisper, you're not enough, so be it. I'll prove it wrong with every action that says I am. Let the world try to pull me back into average, so be it. I'll pull harder, tour extraordinary, let the friends fade, so be it. I'll walk alone until I find the ones who walk beside me without slowing me down. Let the nights feel lonely, so be it. I'll fill them with purpose instead of people. Let the doubt grow loud, so be it. I'll grow louder in my actions. Let failure knock at the door, so be it. I'll invite it in, learn its secrets, then send it away weaker than when it arrived. How to break a through, so be it. Bring the storm, I'll become the thunder, so be it. Bring the pain, I'll become the armor, so be it. Bring the darkness, I'll become the fire, so be it. Bring the resistance, I'll become the force that breaks it. I accept every obstacle, every setback, every scar because they're the raw material I used to force something unbreakable, so be it. I'm ready, bring it all, so be it, I'm ready, bring it all. Let the easy path beckon, so be it. I choose the hard one because the hard one leads to the real me. Let comfort whisper rest now, so be it. I'll rest when I'm done becoming who I'm meant to be. Let others settle for less, so be it. I'll keep raising my own bar till settling feels like betrayal. The world will test me, it always does. It will throw fatigue, doubt, lost, distraction, temptation. I don't curse the test, I welcome them because each test is proof I'm still in the game. Each test is proof I'm still growing. Each test is proof I'm still worthy of the life I'm fighting for. So bring the test, so be it. I'll pass them all and learn from them until I do. One day the struggle will feel different, not gone, just familiar. One day the pain will feel like an old friend who taught me everything worth knowing. One day I'll look back and see not a series of battles I barely survived, but a series of choices that made me who I am. And I'll say to that younger version of me who thought it might be too much, so be it. It was exactly enough. So be it. Bring the storm, I'll become the thunder, so be it. Bring the pain, I'll become the armor, so be it. Bring the darkness, I'll become the fire, so be it. Bring the resistance, I'll become the force that breaks it. I accept every obstacle, every setback, every scar because they're all raw material I used to forge something unbreakable, so be it. I'm ready, bring it all. I'm ready, bring it all. So when tomorrow feels heavy, when the path feels steep, when the voice says you can't keep this up, look it dead in the eye and say, so be it. Calm, clear, final, then take the next step, the next breath, the next rep, the next refusal to settle for anything less than everything you're capable of. Listen. They told you everything was already planned. Go to school, get a degree, find a job, and your only goal was to fit in. But something inside you never agreed that something is rising now. Not for revenge, not for attention, for legacy. The kind that outlives you, the kind that inspires your brothers and sisters long after you're gone. This is your time, this is your call. This is your legacy. You were born in the fire of a world that tried to dim you. Toxic voices, broken system, changed disguises comfort. They mocked your dreams, criticized your hunger, rejected your truth. They wanted you asleep, compliant, forgettable. But the fire never went out, it only got hotter. Every you can became fuel, every rejection became rocket fuel. Every scar became proof that you were never meant to be ordinary. Now you train like a warrior, not for show, not for likes, for the version of you that refuses to die with potential still inside. You train when no one watches, you train when it hurts. You train when the body screams and the mind tries to bargain. Because real strength isn't built in comfort, it's built in the fire of showing up when everything tells you to quit. You don't train to look good, you train to be ready for the life you were born to live. This is your legacy.
Not what they gave you, what you built with your own hands.
This is your legacy.
Not the chains they offered, the freedom you claim every day.
This is your legacy.
The fire they try to kill is now the light that guides your brothers and sisters.
This is your legacy.
You were born to rise and fight to become something the world has never seen before.
You don't need their permission to be great. You don't need their approval to take up space. You don't need the roadmap to find your path. You only need the courage to keep choosing the harder road. When the easy one looks tempting, you only need the discipline to keep showing up when no one is clapping. You only need the love for yourself strong enough to say no to anything that tries to dim your light. The old guys are watching, the ancestors are whispering. The future generations are waiting to see if you will break the cycle or continue it. You break it. You choose truth over comfort. You choose growth over ease. You choose legacy over temporary pleasure. You choose to become the kind of man your younger self will be proud of, and your future children will look up to. So when the doubt comes, when the world says, who do you think you are? When the old patterns try to pull you back, look them in the eye and say, I am the one who refused to stay broken. I am the one who chose to rise. I am the one who will leave something that lasts. Because your legacy isn't what you own, it's what you become. It's the light you carry when others choose darkness. It's the fire you keep burning when others let theirs die.
This is your legacy.
Not what they gave you, what you built with your own hands.
This is your legacy.
Not the chains they offered, the freedom you claim every day.
This is your legacy.
The fire they try to kill is now the light that guides your brothers and sisters.
This is your legacy.
You were born to rise and fight to become something the world has never seen before.
When the path feels hard, when the voice says I'll do it tomorrow, when the world tries to pull you back, remember who you really are. You are not your past, you are not your pain. You are the legacy you choose to build every single day.
This is your legacy.
Oh, oh,
This is your legacy. This is your legacy.
I gave it everything, every last drop,
Every ounce of strength
every tear, every fight.
I pushed until there was nothing left.
I pushed until there was nothing left. I reached the bottom, the real bottom, where even hope felt like a lie, and the darkness felt permanent. And right there, when I had nothing left to give, God delivered me. I gave it every. Yeah. I woke up before the sun every day, trained with everything I had, pushed my body past its limits, then pushed even harder. Every rep was a battle, every set was a war. I gave it my all, blood, sweat, and unbreakable will. I refused to quit, I refused to settle, I refused to accept anything less than becoming the strongest version of myself. Day after day I showed up, no excuses, no days off. I trained every day on hard floors with whatever I had. I sacrificed comfort, Sacrificed sleep, sacrificed everything that tried to hold me back. I gave it everything I had, heart, soul, and every last breath. I was all in, fully committed, determined to become the man I knew I could be. I was delivered at the bottom when I had nothing left, when I gave everything I had. I was delivered by His mercy, by His love. I was delivered from the darkness, from the despair, from the lie that I was alone. I was delivered, and now I rise stronger than ever before. Yeah. But still, the results wouldn't come. No matter how hard I pushed, the door stayed shut. No matter how much I gave, nothing changed. I hit wall after wall, the grind felt endless, the pain felt permanent. I kept giving everything I had, yet nothing moved. I reached the edge of everything I could do alone. I was exhausted, I was broken, I was at the bottom, at the absolute bottom of despair. When I had nothing left, when every effort had failed, when even my strongest will couldn't carry me anymore. I dropped to my knees, I prayed to God, not pretty words, not rehearsed faith, just raw, honest surrender. I've given everything I have, I'm at the end. If you're there, please help me. And right there, in that moment of total surrender, when I had tried everything I could and still couldn't make it, God delivered me. He lifted me when I could no longer lift myself. He gave me strength I never could have created alone. He reminded me I was never alone. He turned my exhaustion into power, my brokenness into breakthrough, my despair into destiny. I was delivered at the bottom when I had nothing left, when I gave everything I had. I was delivered by His mercy, by His love. I was delivered from the darkness, from the despair, from the lie that I was alone. I was delivered, and now I rise stronger than ever before. So if you're there right now, at the bottom, with nothing left to give, let go.
Surrender.
Whisper the truth.
I can't do this alone.
He's listening. He's waiting. He's ready to deliver you.
You are not alone.
You never were. The same God who found me is looking for you.
Listen. Do you hear it? That voice inside you that won't stay quiet. The pull in your chest that won't let you settle. That fire in your soul that refuses to die. That's not random. That's not imagination. That's God calling. And today, you finally answered. You were not born to live small. You were not born to play safe. You were not born to follow the crowd and die with your dreams still locked inside. You were born with a purpose so big it scares the people around you. You were born with a calling so loud it keeps waking you up at night. You were born to do something that the world has never seen before, and that something is calling you right now. The God call doesn't come with comfort. It comes with fire, it comes with pressure, it comes with sleepless nights and restless days. It doesn't whisper, take it easy, it roars, get up and move. It doesn't say you're not ready, it says you were born ready, now prove it. The God call is not gentle, it is urgent, because your time is limited and your mission is eternal. This is God call. Rise up, warrior, your time is now. God call. No more hiding, no more waiting, no more smoke. This is God call. The same voice that created stars is calling your name. God call. Answer it with everything you got, with your sweat, with your courage, with your unbreakable will. God call, now answer. God call will cost you everything that is not aligned. It will cost you comfort, it will cost you approval, it will cost you old friends and old versions of yourself. But what it gives back is priceless purpose, power, peace that no one can never take away. The
God call turns ordinary people into legends. It turns broken hearts into battle cries. It turns I can into watch me. When fear says you're not enough, the God call answers you were never meant to be enough alone. You were meant to walk with me when doubt says it's too late. God call answers. I am the God of new beginnings. When the world says stay small, God call answers. I didn't create you to play small. God call is louder than every lie the world has ever told you. So today you stop running, today you stop hiding, today you stop waiting for the perfect moment. Today you answer the call, you stand up, you speak up, you show up, you give everything you've got to the mission you were born for. Because the God call is not a suggestion, it is a command, and the man who answers it does not just live, he becomes a legend that future generations will talk about and all. Rise up, warrior, your time is now. God call. No more hiding, no more waiting, no more small. God call. The same voice that created stars is calling your name. God call. Answer it with everything you got, with your sweat, with your courage, with your unbreakable will. God call, now answer. So if today you feel that pull, if today you hear that voice, if today your heart is burning with something bigger, don't ignore it, don't delay it, don't dim it. Answer the call, stand up, step forward, give it everything. Because the God call doesn't come to comfortable people, it comes to those ready to become unstoppable.
Tiny apartment, thin floors, neighbors below. No room to jump, no space to drop. So I take it outside. Streets, parks, playgrounds, stairwells, trees, rails, benches. The city is my gym. The world is my dojo. Gravity is free. Will is free. I train everywhere, because everywhere is where strength gets built. When you refuse to let walls or floors or excuses stop you. Park bench dips at sunrise, slow negatives, perfect form, no bounce, no noise. Street light pull-ups on the way to work, dead hangs, L sits, muscle ups when the street is empty. Playground bars after dark, skin the cats, front levers, human flags under moonlight. So quiet the dogs don't even bark. Stairwell, handrail, push-ups between floors, arch of variations until chest and shoulders. Remember, gravity is just another opponent to conquer. Railroad track push-ups on the way home, elevated, slow, controlled, no impact. Tree branch hangs in the forest edge, active hangs until grip becomes unbreakable. Curbstone, single leg squats at bus stops, pistol so clean you could do them in the library. Rooftop planks when the building allows, side planks, RKC planks until core feels like armored steel. Every urban corner is equipment, every public space is my training ground. I don't need a gym to become a weapon. Train everywhere. Streets, parks, rails, no limit. Train everywhere. No jumps, no drops, no noise complaints. Train everywhere. Body weight, only iron will. Train everywhere. The city is my gym, the world is my forge. I don't wait for perfect floors or empty rooms. I take whatever space exists and turn it into progress. People stare, they film, they judge, I don't care. I'm not performing, I'm progressing, I train in rain. Because strength doesn't care about weather, I train in heat. Because endurance doesn't care about temperature, I train at night. Because discipline doesn't care about the clock. Every location is a new challenge, every surface is a new teacher. Every session is a reminder that limitation is illusion when will is absolute. No gym fees, no commute, no waiting for machines. I train when I wake, I train on lunch breaks. I train after work, I train when life tries to get in the way. Cause training isn't something I do, it's something I am. The calisthenics lifestyle isn't confined to four walls or perfect floors. It's confined only to how much I'm willing to show up, no matter where life places me. One day people will ask, how do you stay consistent with no gym, no space, no perfect setup? I'll say because I stopped waiting for perfect setup and started making every setup perfect by showing up with perfect intent. Small apartment, forced creativity, thin floors, forced control, noisy neighbors, forced respect for the craft. Every obstacle became a gift, every restriction became a forge. I don't complain about the environment, I thank it for making me sharper,
stronger, more adaptable than I ever would have been in a fancy gym with padded floors and no real life to interrupt.
Train everywhere.
Streets, parks, rails, no wheeling.
Train everywhere.
No jumps, no drops, no noise complaints.
Train everywhere.
Body weight, only iron will.
Train everywhere.
The city is my gym, the world is my forge. I don't need a perfect box, I need a perfect mindset.
Train everywhere.
Because the world is my playground and my dojo and my forge all at once. So when the apartment feels too small, when the walls feel too close, when the floor feels too thin, smile. Step outside, find a bar, find a bench, find a stair, find a tree, find a curb, then train slow, controlled, silent, relentless. Because the man who trains everywhere doesn't just build a strong body, he builds an unbreakable mind that turns any environment. You don't need more space, you need more will.
Train everywhere. Train everywhere. Train everywhere. Train everywhere.
When anger knocks, when pain screams, when betrayal cuts deep, when fear tries to take the wheel, I pause, I breathe, I remember who I really am. And I choose love every single time, not because it's easy, cause it's the only force strong enough to turn every wound into wisdom, every scar into strength, every darkness into light. They hurt me deep, repeatedly. My first instinct was to hurt back hard, cold or forever, but I stopped. I looked at the rage boiling in my chest and asked, will this make me free? The answer was no, so I chose love instead. Not the soft, weak kind, the fierce, unbreakable kind, the kind that says, I see your pain, but I will not become it. When life took things I thought I couldn't live without, people, plans, pieces of my heart. I wanted to curse the sky, I wanted to close off, I wanted to become stone, but stone doesn't grow, stone doesn't heal, stone doesn't love. So I chose love again, love for the memories, love for the lessons, love for the version of me that survived and is still here to feel it all. I'll choose love every single time. When hate feels easier, when revenge feels justified, when closing my heart feels safer, I'll choose love every single time. Not because they deserve it, but because I deserve to live with an open heart instead of a heavy one. No, I'll choose love every single time. Because love is the only force strong enough to heal me, free me, and turn every wound into wisdom. When someone disappoints me, betrays me, or simply doesn't see me, I could build walls, I could keep score, I could carry resentment like armor. But armor gets heavy, armor makes you slow, armor makes you cold. So I choose love instead, love with boundaries, love with standards, love that says I release you so I can free myself, I forgive you so I don't become you. I choose love so I can keep my light. Love isn't weakness, love is the ultimate strength. It takes courage to love when you've been hurt, it takes courage to stay open when the world keeps trying to close you. It takes courage to choose kindness when cruelty feels like justice. I choose that courage every single time, because the man who chooses love doesn't just survive the darkness, he becomes the light that ends it. So when the next storm comes, when betrayal knocks, when pain rises, when the old wounds try to speak again, I will not go back to hate, I will not go back to fear, I will not go back to closing. I will look at the storm and say, I see you, I feel you, and I still choose love. Because love is not the absence of pain, love is the decision to keep my heart open even when it hurts to do so. And that decision is what makes me unbreakable, breakable, breakable. I'll choose love every single time. When hate feels easier, when revenge feels justified, when closing my heart feels safer, I'll choose love every single time. Not because they deserve it, but because I deserve to live with an open heart instead of a heavy one. No, I'll choose love every single time. I'll choose love every single time. Because love is the only force strong enough to heal me, free me, and turn every wound into wisdom. So if today your heart feels heavy, if today the pain feels fresh, if today the anger feels justified, pause, breathe, remember who you really are, then choose Choose love, choose forgiveness, choose growth. Choose to keep your heart open even when it hurts. Because the man who chooses love every single time doesn't just heal, he becomes the kind of light that heals others. Just by existing, you are not your wounds, you are the love that survives them. Choose love again and again and again. You've got this and you've always had it. Open your heart, let the light in, let the light out. Love wins every single time. Let's go, brother. Full heart, full courage, full love.